My piece, Shifting Existence, reflects the relationships between the past, present, and future, and how all of those things are intertwined, particularly in my own life, how those things have played out. And I like to look at it as a big collection of all the people, places, and experiences, good and bad. There are some moments that I consider part of a movement narrative. I don't know, it's just the most raw, authentic way that I can express myself through dance. Before I actually made the choreography, I spent a lot of time looking at my old photos, videos, old journal entries that I've written to understand what it is that I wanted to convey in my piece about the past, present, and future, and just creating a more clear spine for my piece with those elements. A lot of my choreo was inspired by the interpretation of the music. I feel like the pieces that I chose for this project different tones, which I articulate into emotions and movement, and it became a lot more of a natural process when I was really listening to the music and understanding what it meant to me and how it can be expressed through my own body. I really love the beginning section of my piece, the little introduction, because it features a poem that I wrote that I'm really proud of, and it's called Growing, and it basically just encompasses everything that I want to say through my dance, both through the movement and the words in the beginning that kind of set the tone. It was really fun to explore this element because I don't really have that many opportunities to do so, and I also had to improv a lot, which was not really my forte before this project, but I found a really deep relationship with it that didn't feel forced when I was dancing to the words that I was expressing and truly meant. And I crave a lot of structure in my dancing from my ballet background with all the technicalities, so it was really nice to just feel that release and let my body move organically. Something that I love about instrumental music is that it gives you the freedom to interpret it in your own way. You know, there's no lyrics to shape how you're supposed to think or feel from the piece. It's kind of a lot more introspective and meaningful. I also think that the absence of lyrics allowed the buildup of dynamics in the music to shine through, and I tried to highlight that in my piece, and it became a lot easier to choreograph and be inspired by the music when I was thinking about it that way. Additionally, yes. When I first thought about this project, I was very overwhelmed, being that it was going to be a solo for the entirety of the piece. I was worried a lot about creating something that would be too repetitive or the audience would disengage from it after a period of time, so I really had to think and plan about what it is that I wanted to do with the piece and structure it in such a way that maintains that energy and momentum. And I think that is highlighted through the way I was able to break down my piece into 3 different sections with past, present, and future to tell my story as different chapters. I feel as though that allows for the captivation to continue. I wouldn't say there was any one particular person that became the core inspiration of my piece. It was more just the collection of different people in my life. My current dance community, my former dance community, which was a little bit different, close friends and family, and basically just people in my life who have shaped me to be who I am, whether that be helping me along my journey of growth or hindering the process. My piece came from a deep sense of vulnerability. I had to face a lot of moments of my past that weren't always pretty and deeply affected me in different ways. But in doing so, I really did feel a cathartic release and a sense of closure. And I think as you watch the progressive sections of this piece, you can kind of tell the changes in my emotions and my body language and the quality of movement. I'm really proud of the character arc that I developed throughout the process, and yeah, I'm at a point in my life where I can be really confident in myself and feel good about everything going on, and I'm glad that the 3rd section of the piece, the future, really shows that with everyone, so it's very special.